Hi, and thanks for your response again. I guess first I'd like to say that I don't represent all non-religious people. I can really only speak for myself. But it seems we have more in common than you might think. I don't deny the light in people that you talk about. And I agree that there's a right and a wrong, and also evil. I even agree that these things have an objective standard of judgment that's beyond the subjective individual. Incredibly, I even believe the standard for judgment is found in the Bible. Matthew chapter 7 verse 12 uses this standard when it says, "Do unto others what you would have them do to you." In the Old Testament, Leviticus 19 phrases the similar thing as, "Love your neighbor as yourself." As you probably know, this is the golden rule. Romans 13 suggests that this rule makes the other commandments, such as don't commit adultery, don't murder, don't steal, redundant. They're already covered by the golden rule. And the golden rule is very interesting in that it's not an arbitrary command from God like don't boil a kid in its mother's milk. Notice how it's phrased and what it means. It's a statement to observe and to apply what you observe to others. We all see that we don't like to suffer, hurt, and be killed. Moral rules like the golden rule arise from this basic sort of observation. Because it emerges from the nature that we all observe, the golden rule has been in every religion and all the different writings on morality, even those that predate the Bible. It doesn't come from a God. We discover it naturally as we interact with our reality. So, to me, the standard for judging right and wrong, evil and chaos and order or whatever, those come from what we as a species observe in our reality. Nature is the objective standard. Even if a God exists, he apparently made reality with an observable natural morality. For contrast, suppose morality was instead dictated by a God through a prophet. In that situation, whatever the prophet dictates, regardless what it is, that becomes good and moral. Morality becomes anything some guy says it is. And that's about as subjective and arbitrary as you can get. If the guy says flying planes into buildings or strapping bombs on yourself is moral and good, well, it's good. With such arbitrary morality, it might be moral to keep slaves, or to punish people for sins of their ancestors, or to punish one man in proxy for the crimes of another man. It might be moral, as in Numbers chapter 31, to kill an entire tribe, keeping the virgin girls alive for your own use. It might be moral to drown nearly every living thing on the face of the earth in a flood. If morality were dictated, good and evil would have no meaning. They would be just like obey or disobey. Something dictated to be good might really be evil from the perspective of the golden rule and natural morality. Luckily, most everyone knows that these sorts of things are not moral because they contradict our natural morality. Perhaps if some people believed God dictated such things, it would contradict the natural morality that they feel in their hearts, and they'd have to rationalize their belief somehow. I don't know what's in the heart of other men, but for myself, there's no conflict, because I don't believe in the absurdity of morality by divine decree. I can rightly call these things evil and against natural morality. I appreciate that you might believe differently, and I respect your right to believe what you do. But now maybe you can see a bit why I don't believe like you do. Instead of the unsupported supernatural notions held by all the faiths of the world, I believe in an objective basis for judgment that everyone on the planet can agree exists. Simple, rational observation of nature. This is what the golden rule and science are based on. That is the light that's in all men.